scripted video in order to make all points clear. I understand that abortion can be a heated topic, causing many to resort to insults and yelling matches. Please do not be hateful in the comments section. Constructive conversations can only be done with cool heads and open minds. Any and all inflammatory comments and those containing nothing but insults and flaming will be deleted. That being said, I will be looking for the following key points. Funding. Any clauses for child support or abortion payment from either parent, rape and incest exemptions, physical danger exemptions, mental health exemptions, deadline for an abortion, any adjudication such as prison time or parole of any kind. For the sake of clarity and not repeating myself, in order for any of the above to be addressed, the bill must have it listed in black and white and spelled out clearly. For example, incest and rape must be clearly in the bill for it to be considered an exemption. Otherwise, I will say it is not in the bill. This list will be included in all future breakdowns when the bills are longer than 10 pages. I will also provide screen caps of the bill with the mentioned points highlighted. If there are any points you feel I have missed, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I will address them. As always, the link to the PDF of the bill is in the description. Unlike the other video, I'm starting with the definition simply because they allude to one but do not list it specifically. It is a definition for medical emergency. They clearly state that the physician must in good faith say it is a danger to the mother for the abortion to be allowed, and it does not include mental health. This is important to point out as many bills don't address the mental aspect of needing an abortion. Already on page 1, they define medical necessity and go on to say the doctor must provide answers to any and all questions the mother may have about the abortion 24 hours before the procedure. The informed consent continues to page 2 and 3. It isn't until the bottom of page 3 that it says the mother must be informed if a medical situation arises that makes an abortion necessary. Page 4 goes into disciplinary action. In section H, it states the physician is civilly liable for performing an illegal abortion. Further down, it gives clauses for possible suits against the institution where the abortion was performed. The institution can be found liable only if they had knowledge or failed to secure to get compliance. In the section on the screen, all abortions must be reported to the Department of Health. The following section describes the doctor has 15 days after the patient's release to submit the report or face late charges. If the doctor continues to neglect submitting a report, he can be held in contempt of court. If they continue to refuse to turn in reports, they can be charged with a misdemeanor. The latter part of page 5 and the start of page 6 goes through legal definitions. When we get to the bottom of page 6, we see this bill is a trigger bill, meaning abortion will be illegal if Roe v. Wade is overturned. Page 7 goes on to reason how they determine viability of the child in the womb and provide statistics. It is also on page 7 where it is stated it is the physician's obligation to determine a detectable fetal heartbeat if they intend to perform an abortion. Upon detecting said heartbeat, or lack thereof, it must be recorded in the mother's medical record. If a doctor performs the procedure before determining a heartbeat, it is a felony of the 5th degree. A felony of the 5th degree includes breaking and entering and gambling. It can carry with it a 6 to 12-month prison sentence and up to a $2,500 fine. The physician also faces losing their license to practice medicine, all of which can be avoided if the doctor provides proof of a medical emergency that necessitated the abortion. A mother must sign a form stating she received the statistical information of fetal viability and whether or not a fetal heartbeat has been detected. The penalties for doing the aforementioned are a misdemeanor of the 1st degree for the first offense and a felony of the 4th degree for subsequent offenses. They go on to repeat themselves about incurring a charge of a felony of the 5th degree unless grave medical circumstance could not prevent the abortion. The mother of the aborted child is absolved of all possible charges of an illegal abortion. If at any time informed consent or declaration of a detected heartbeat causes the wrongful death of the unborn, the mother can sue for punitive damages, legal fees, and court costs. It also stipulates the woman must be informed of the option of abortion. They also make it clear that it has to be a state medical board to review the infraction of the law and that it has to be a vote of 6 in favor of the license revocation. The bill goes into more detail of how they can lose their license. This goes on for a couple of pages. Page 18 goes into law about pain management clinics and how they can lose their operating license. Again, this goes on for a few pages. The last two sections are amending the existing rule. Even though they define when a heartbeat can be detected, they do not clearly state the time limit in which the abortion can occur. Since medical research has determined a heartbeat can be heard at 5 to 6 weeks, this leaves us to assume that is the time limit. This is not enough time for a woman to discover whether or not she is pregnant. It does state that if the abortion is performed before a heartbeat is detected, the doctor will face charges. This could mean the bill is mostly an abortion ban if it didn't include the medical emergency clause. I could find no clear mention of an exemption in cases of rape or incest. Of the bills I have reviewed and broken down, this one seems to emphasize the doctor's role and charges for the doctor if the procedure is performed more than the others. It does not clearly state time limits, leaving that up to the reader of the bill. I also found no exemptions for rape or incest for any age group. So that's a bit suspicious, and that also leads me to believe that there are no exemptions for rape and incest in this bill, as they were not clearly stipulated.
As always, thank you for watching. If you like the content you've just seen, don't forget to hit that like button. We can continue the conversation in the comments section below. Any and all sources used for the video can be found in the description, as well as links to the blog and how to support the channel. As always, stay skeptical, never stop asking questions, and always look for the truth.
This is important to... It isn't until the bottom of page 3 that it says the mother must be informed if the medical situation arises. Yay! Literacy is great! It isn't until the bottom of page 3 that it says the mother must be informed if a medical is a trigger bill, meaning abortion will be illegal. Yay, I get that far and screw up again. Page 6, we see... Okay, that was the wrong inflection. Take 347 is also on page 7, where it is stated... I scrolled up too far, I couldn't read it. Scroll back down. Okay. It's also... It can carry with it 6 to 12 months prison sentence. Oh, just skip that article. Let's dial it back.